Well, we'll keep bringing you all the updates from that story as it develops further and the other reactions that have come in. But right now, we bring you some very important breaking news that's been developing in the national capital, wherein Aam Aadmi Party chief as well as the CM, Delhi CM, Kejriwal skips AD summons again. And what we've learned is that now this is the third time, remember, that Arvind Kejriwal has skipped the ED summons. Now remember, we brought you this earlier as well, that this time if he does skip it, there is an offence, non-bailable offence charges that might be levied against him. Right now we have Rupashri Nanda joining us on the broadcast to bring us more details with regards to Arvind Kejriwal skipping the ED summons yet again. Rupashri, coming to you, what exactly could be the consequences as we've been portraying how Arvind Kejriwal might be levied with charges of non-bailable offence for skipping the ED summon?
Well, Shreya, the first point is the big breaking news that we are bringing to our viewers right at this point is that Arvind Kejriwal is going to skip the ED summons again, and this is the third time that the Chief Minister will be registering a no-show with the ED, and the Chief Minister has yet again sent another reply to the ED in his answer to the summons, and he has said that I am willing to cooperate with the ED investigations. However, these summons are illegal, and these summons are being sent with the intent to arrest me and to prevent me from campaigning in the 2024 elections. So that is the word coming in from our sources from the Aam Aadmi Party. Now what it does is it definitely weakens the national convener of Aam Aadmi Party and Delhi Chief Minister's case if it actually ends up in a court of law, because this is going to be taken up as one point by the prosecution, which will then say that you have not cooperated with the investigative agencies, and therefore it is going to weaken his grounds for bail. It also opens the door for the ED to resort to coercive actions, like for instance the ED can actually get a warrant issued from a court of law, and the Chief Minister is actually opening himself to the risk of any possible raid by the ED either on him or his offices, and opening himself to an unpredictable arrest also. But from Aam Aadmi Party sources, what we are learning is that many other political leaders, more importantly like the Jharkhand Chief Minister Mr. Hemant Soren, or you talk about other leaders, most of them are staying away from the ED, preferring to reply to those summons and preferring to be arrested from their residences or offices, and not be arrested while or after being questioned by the ED. So it is a very big risk that the Chief Minister has taken. He has taken this with a complete realization that it could actually end up with his arrest. Remember, Aam Aadmi Party has also not taken this risk lightly, because Aam Aadmi Party has actually launched a campaign on the ground in Delhi with the question as to if the Chief Minister is arrested, should he continue to be the Chief Minister or not. And from tomorrow onwards, the Aam Aadmi Party is also going to hold public meetings on this very issue with the people of Delhi. So while the party is trying to make this a talking point amongst the people of Delhi and galvanize public opinion in favor of the Chief Minister, it is also taking legal opinion and answering to those ED summons. But the party and the party chief are very acutely aware that it will lead to the weakening of their cases and may open the may strengthen the hands of the ED with a possible arrest. So that is the risk that the Aam Aadmi Party national convener has taken by not appearing before the ED for the third successive time. So it is the third time that the Chief Minister is registering a no-show with the ED, preferring to challenge it legally and terming it still as illegal.
Right, Rupashri. Rupashri, do stay with us, because right now we also have BJP's Manjinder Sirsa joining us on this broadcast. Mr. Sirsa, thank you for speaking to us on CNN News 18. Your first reaction to Arvind Kejriwal yet again not appearing for the ED summons. He's replied that he will not be appearing for it and has said that he's completely aware of the consequences of not appearing for the summon.
So if he is it is no doubt, there is no doubt that he is well aware of the facts of appearing, because being a IRS retired IS officer, he is well aware of the facts. But the question is that why he is not appearing? He is not appearing because he is also aware that the massive corruption which happened in a liquor scam, and he is one part of that scam because for reason for two things. First, he constituted, as a chief minister, he constituted a cabinet committee which passed an order by saying that even if you want to change any clause in this liquor policy without without consulting the cabinet or without bringing it to the cabinet, the minister can solely amend that clause, and that's how this corruption started. And most of the business was given to the close sides of Arvind Kejriwal, and there is a sufficient evidence on record to say that Arvind Kejriwal was involved in all this scam. Now he has no answer to that questions. So that is the reason he's avoiding, and he's well aware that I'll try my best to avoid, because I'm already involved in this, and the day are not away when he'll be arrested for this crime.
Right, Mr. Sirsa. Mr. Sirsa, also the fact that the Aam Aadmi Party is now starting their campaign with regards to, as they fear that the Aam Aadmi Party leader, which is Arvind Kejriwal, might get arrested. They've started this campaign with regards to whether or not he should continue as the CM if he gets arrested. Do you think garnering public support at this particular ground level helps build them their narrative, helps build them their case, which they've constantly maintained that no, it's not their fault?
See, if this campaign would have been succeeded, do you think that Arvind Kejriwal would been sitting in his home? No. He would have moved because he was asking public that tell me if I have been arrested, then should I continue as a chief minister? So he was ready for that then too. Then why didn't this happen? Because when he went to the public, 99.99% people said that you are corrupt and you should go to jail. Why should you be a chief minister? Now he knows that the public is not with me. The public perception is not with me. Now what's left with me? That only one situation is facing is that now I have to wait, and in any case I have to await this summon. So that is the only option left with him. That is the reason he is running away from ED.
Right, Mr. Sirsa. Mr. Sirsa, thank you for speaking to us on CNN News 18. Right now, we'll cut across back to Rupashri, who continues to be with us on the broadcast. Rupashri, what we learned initially is that Arvind Kejriwal has consistently maintained that he shall provide all kinds of support from his side when it comes to the probe. But we've seen that consistently, the fact that this is the third time he's skipping the ED summons. What exactly, what is the narrative being set by him and by his party with these constant skipping and avoiding the ED summons that he's been doing?
Like I was pointing out a little while earlier, even within the Aam Aadmi Party, there are leaders who actually feel that consistent no-shows ahead of the ED or in front of the ED actually may create a perception that the Aam Aadmi Party chief is scared and is running away from the probe because he has something to hide. And this is exactly the kind of perception that the Aam Aadmi Party is battling. And this is why the Aam Aadmi Party has gone to the people of Delhi. Its volunteers have reached out to around 24 lakh households, and I have seen the kind of material they are circulating amongst the people. They have they have essentially prepared a lot details about the cases, not just about Arvind Kejriwal but also Manish Sisodia, Satyendra Jain, Sanjay Singh, and they have tried to explain to the people of Delhi that this is political vendetta which is causing the BJP to act in this manner against Arvind Kejriwal, because the BJP cannot fight Arvind Kejriwal politically, because the Aam Aadmi Party has defeated the BJP for three consecutive times in Delhi and most recently in MCD elections also. And because the BJP does not have an answer, according to the Aam Aadmi Party, the BJP is resorting to vendetta politics. Now that is the argument of the Aam Aadmi Party. Is it striking a chord with the voters? Well, if you look at voters in India, many of them would actually not get into the nitty-gritty of particular cases. If they like a leader, whoever that leader may be, of any political party, once a leader is accepted by the people, then it actually takes a big deal or huge circumstances for that leader to be dethroned from the hearts of the people. So while Aam Aadmi Party may have lost some support politically for sure in Delhi because of the recurrent manner in which its leaders have been arrested, and top leaders at that, and the manner in which the courts, including the Supreme Court, has denied bail to all these leaders. The party is trying to battle this perception on the ground. As I was saying earlier, Aam Aadmi Party Chief Arvind Kejriwal actually knows that he is going to be arrested sooner or later. So politically speaking, if you talk in terms of the visuals, what happened when Manish Sisodia went in for questioning? After the questioning, he was arrested. The questioning ended up with his arrest. When you talk about Satinder Jain, even he was summoned, and then after the questioning, it ended up in his arrest. In case of Sanjay Singh was not even named as an accused at that point in time, but the ED raided his house, and after the raid, Sanjay Singh was also arrested. He was not even questioned. He was not even summoned. So the Aam Aadmi Party is acutely aware that all these arrests have been happening in one particular case. That is the alleged scam related to the now, scrapped Delhi liquor policy. And it is a reality that Kejriwal also would end up being arrested. The question in front of the party is, when is that going to be? Now, why do you think Arvind Kejriwal held that National Council meeting, just a few days back?
I'm very sorry, I have to interrupt you there. I will come back to you with a few more questions, but right now we also have Anshul Singh joining us on the broadcast to give us more details with regards to what's happened. Anshul, coming to you, a very good morning. Very firstly, the fact that now Arvind Kejriwal has skipped the third summon. What awaits him next when we speak of the ED's procedure? If you could take our audience through that.
So yes, Arvind Kejriwal has skipped the summon for the third time, which means that eventually now the enforcement directive will try to make sure that at least Arvind Kejriwal goes ahead and joins the investigation into this alleged liquor scam. So the next step for the enforcement directive could be that they might be getting a summons from the court, and finally Arvind Kejriwal would have to appear in front of the enforcement director, because sooner or later Arvind Kejriwal would have to join the investigation. Because remember, the last charge sheet that was filed by the enforcement directorate, that is in public view. At least the name of Arvind Kejriwal has been named in that charge sheet at least 37 times, which means eventually it means that he was somewhere or the other known to the fact that while this policy was being made, this was being made to actually help the alleged South lobby, or eventually the Aam Aadmi Party in the Goa and Punjab elections as well. This is what the enforcement directorate has to say when it comes to the charge that they have already filed, be it against the previous accused who have been arrested in this entire matter, or be it in the...
Anshul, I'm very sorry, I'll have to interrupt you there. We'll come back to you for further details, but right now we also have BJP Shehzad Poonawalla joining us on this broadcast. Mr. Poonawalla, thank you for speaking to us on CNN News 18. If you could firstly give your reaction to the fact that Arvind Kejriwal has yet again skipped his third summon to the ED, and then we'll go ahead with the conversation from there.
This is conclusive proof that chor ki moonch mein tinka, that Mr. Kejriwal is the kingpin of the Sharab Ghotala, and therefore he has once again made a bahana, played a victimhood card. First time he said that he's busy in elections, they got less than nota. Second time he was busy with Vipassana. Now he's saying that this is politically motivated. Have gone and taken a clearance from the court then. The court is not giving relief to Manish Sisodia, to Sanjay Singh, to Vijay Nair for over a year. They have established money trail. They have established there's no political vendetta. In fact, Congress also has supported this case and said, Kejriwal, you're corrupt, go and answer. So is Congress doing vendetta? Today the question is that the same Kejriwal under Anna Hazare used to demand resignation before investigation is now not cooperating with the investigation. What a political U-turn and conversion has taken place of Mr. Kejriwal, that today he is becoming the defender of corruption, justifying corruption and evading any investigation on corruption.
Right, Mr. Poonawalla. So, Mr. Poonawalla, at this point, is it being seen as, like, the narrative is being set as that Arvind Kejriwal is skipping these summons because he's afraid of a likely arrest to take place like the previous leaders had also faced in the Aam Aadmi Party?
See, what the agencies will do is up to the agencies. How does Mr. Kejriwal know? When the CBI called him that time also, he was crying the same thing, I'll be arrested, they'll arrest me, this, that and the other. He keeps making these hopeless predictions like IB has told me BJP is losing Gujarat. So I don't take him on face value. His job is that if the agencies have called him, he has nothing to hide. He's clean and clear. He has to appear before the agencies. And please just go 9 years before, in 2013, 2014, what he used to require inquire from other leaders who are summoned by ED. He has tweeted and said that if ED summons you and you are not appearing, how are you saving your corruption like this? And today, he is not appearing before ED. So look at the U-turn. I would request your channel, please put the stand of Mr. Kejriwal in 2013 and take the stand of Mr. Kejriwal in 2024 and do the analysis that what he used to say and what he has become now.
Right, Mr. Poonawalla. One last question here with regards to this new campaign they've started, because from what we feel is that his party, Aam Aadmi Party, at this point is trying to garner the support from the public, wherein they're starting this campaign with regards to whether he should continue, Arvind Kejriwal should continue to be the Chief Minister once he's arrested or not. Do you think at this point the narrative that they're trying to set up will actually work with the public, given that he skipped the summons so many times?
First of all, he should have asked the public whether such kind of sharab theka should have been opened next to mosque, mandir, gurudwara. That time he never asked them. He had said Swaraj model, we will ask everything to the public and then we will do the actions. And today, when he has done so much corruption, he is saying, maybe Kejriwal. Arey, one Kejriwal has done so much corruption. If there are more than one Kejriwal, what will happen? So I think this kind of victimhood and this kind of dramebazi, the people of Delhi have seen many times. Today, people of Delhi are asking, if there was no corruption, why is Congress accusing you? And why did you take back the policy? This is not about any individual. It is about the corruption mindset that is firm in the Aam Aadmi Party. Therefore, half their cabinet is in Tihar jail. In Punjab, minister after minister is going to jail for corruption. Where is the LG there? Where is the BJP there? There in Punjab also they are being caught for corruption. So this entire party has a root of corruption and therefore they are trying to avoid any kind of investigation, but law will catch up soon.
Right, Mr. Poonawalla. Mr. Poonawalla, thank you for speaking to us on CNN News 18. With that, we cut across back to Anshul Singh. Anshul, you were telling us with regards to what is next for Arvind Kejriwal. Also, I would like to add this question here. How likely is an arrest for him now that he skipped this ED summon as well?
So yes, arrest is still a very long thought, because remember, Arvind Kejriwal is the Chief Minister of the national capital, and enforcement directorate going ahead and arresting him is still a very long haul from here. But yes, since Arvind Kejriwal has missed the summons for the third time in a row now, what the enforcement directorate can do, it could actually go ahead and get the summons from the court itself, where they will appear in front of the court, and the court will eventually send summons to Arvind Kejriwal to actually join into the investigation, because yes, the allegations against the Delhi Chief Minister is very, very serious in nature. More than 37 times his name has already been mentioned. The charge sheet against Sanjay Singh is still under the books, and we don't know if at all Sanjay Singh during the interrogation has named Arvind Kejriwal at all, because remember, the other people who have been arrested in this entire matter, they have said that Arvind Kejriwal was the person who was present in various of the meetings that happened between the then liquor minister or the excise minister Manish Sisodia and the alleged South lobby as well. So yes, the South lobby had the intention to actually go ahead and invest in the national capital through the means of Manish Sisodia as well. So yes, there are a lot of allegations that have been put against the Delhi Chief Minister. He yet again has gone ahead and skipped the summons. So the next in line is going to be that the enforcement director might go to the court and eventually ask the court to issue him summons, so that he would eventually go ahead and be present in front of the enforcement director. Remember, there are several summons that have been sent to him, and as was mentioning, that there have been several arrests that have happened after the summons, after the interrogation that has happened. But yes, remember, the enforcement directorate had summoned Arvind Kejriwal for the third time in a row, and Arvind Kejriwal has skipped it. Remember, the CBI had asked Arvind Kejriwal to go ahead and join into the interrogation, where the CM had gone ahead and joined the interrogation in front of the CBI as well. But yes, till date, he has not agreed to go ahead and join the investigation in front of the enforcement directorate. So yes, a lot of questions need to be answered, because his name has been taken several times by the accused who have been arrested already in this matter of the alleged liquor scam that happened out here in the national capital. So yes, it remains to be seen how does the Aam Aadmi Party legal team actually respond to this. But yes, one thing is for sure, that that trouble for Delhi CM is going to mount with every passing day and with every passing summon that he is skipping. So yes, it remains to be seen how does the how does the Aam Aadmi Party legal team respond in front of the court. But yes, now the enforcement directorate in all likelihood will present its case in front of the court and will ask the court to eventually go ahead and ask Arvind Kejriwal to join into the investigation, because yes, there are several very serious allegations that have been put against him. If at all the Delhi CM would agree to answer those, that is something that remains to be seen.
Right, Anshul and Rupashri, thank you for bringing us all those exhaustive details and insights into what has been happening. Definitely what we can see right now is trouble might be brewing for the Delhi Chief Minister in the upcoming days. But right now we're going back to a story that we were bringing